Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Lylian. I'm a dating and relationship coach. And if you're new here, make sure that you subscribe below and you hit the bell so you get notified when I upload a new video. So in this video, I am going to share with you the 6 signs that he is ready for commitment and wants a future with you. So let's get started. Okay, so number 1. This one might be a little obvious to some of you, but for some others, where we tend to have these love goggles and we can't really see the person for who they are, we sometimes make excuses for them, right? So number 1 is a big one, and that is that he prioritizes you and the relationship. So I don't mean it's just like constant texting, but he actually is making plans to see you, right? So he's constantly wanting to see you and constantly making dates to see you. So a lot of my clients often come to me saying, you know, a guy cancels last minute, or he makes excuses that he's too busy to see them. And so that to me is a red flag. And I wouldn't pursue a guy who is not prioritizing me and that relationship. So if this guy is making room for you and the relationship, then that's a really good sign that he is fully committed to you and he can see a future with you. Sign number 2, and this one, let's piggyback on the first one, and that means that he's consistent and reliable, right? So we talked about these dates that there are, you know, if he's canceling dates on you all the time and he's prioritizing his friends or something else that, you know, comes along, or he's just too busy at work, that's a sign that he's not fully committed to you in the relationship. So if this man is actually consistent and reliable, where he is saying, you know, I'm gonna see you on this date, and he makes that happen, and he continuously, you know, he's continuously doing this, then that's a great sign that he wants to commit to you and he sees a future with you. So number 3, you feel good in his presence. Okay, so you feel relaxed, you feel like, you know, you can be yourself, and the same thing goes for him. He feels good to be with you. He feels like he can be himself around you, right? So I know that a lot of times when we're dating someone, when it's not the right fit, it's usually there's like this anxiety, this uneasiness, that we think that is just like, oh, it's just the beginning stages, but it actually could be for many years you are in this stage where things are not progressing, and I'm going to talk about that next. But when it doesn't feel good in between dates, or it doesn't feel good when you're in his presence, I mean, that's a big clear sign that things are not doing well, right? And so when you're able to relax around him and he's able to do the same with you, that is wonderful. Number 4, the relationship is progressing. So you're not in a stale relationship where you're stuck and things seem to be the same thing as they were, you know, a few months ago or a few years ago, right? So if things are progressing, you know, there's a natural progression, and you can feel that, where he's, you know, maybe you're meeting his family, his friends, you've maybe taken, you know, trips together, or there's like, you know, that natural progression that our relationship has, then that's a really good sign, right? But if things are stale and you're sort of stuck, that's where a lot of my clients do come to, you know, and want to work with me, because they are stuck in a stale relationship and they want to inspire this man to move things along. So number 5, he starts planning a future together. Okay, and I don't mean just talking about it. I know that some men will do that. They will just talk about it with you, making you hopeful and feel like maybe one day, sort of like, you know, dangling the carrot in front of you, but never really getting there. And so you have to be aware of that. Is he actually making plans to get there? As in, like, you know, actually taking action, you know, to actually get you there? Or is he just talking about it? That's key. So number 6, this is the last one, but it is the biggest one. If you're not feeling this from a man, then there's something clearly missing in your relationship, and he's never going to fully commit to you and actually move things to where you want them to go, which is probably marriage or a, you know, lifelong partnership, children, family, and so on. So number 6 is you can feel his love and commitment for you. So his energy is coming towards you, right? So you can really feel it. So this is not about anything outside of what he's doing, you know, outside in the world, but it's more of a feeling. So you can feel his love and devotion for you, right? And I'm sure you have experienced this in the past when a man is really in love with you, and you can, you know, you can really feel it when you are in his presence. So if his energy is coming towards you, then that is a huge sign. If a man is, you know, constantly pulling away, you know, coming in really hot and then coming, you know, pulling away and being cold, then that's very inconsistent, and that's not a good sign. Okay, that means maybe you're in a toxic relationship and an unhealthy relationship, and that's never going to progress to where you want it to be. Okay, so there you have it, the 6 signs to know if he's fully committed. You are able to apply to work with me down below. I'll leave that link. Also, I have a free feminine energy guide that I have available for you. I will also leave that link below for you. Okay, till the next one, love.